Now Mick decided to push the boundaries even further with underwater boxing.
I worked as a set designer for Mick's underwater fashion shoot. It took 2 hours to prepare a boxing ring. It was assembled underwater piece by piece. We used scaffoldings to form up a stage, covered with Hardiflex material, and then covered it with a red cloth. And put the boxing ropes on each side. We had 4 to 6 divers working on it to make sure that it's staying down under, making sure that we were working with clean surface surroundings regards conservation.
So, and we don't have it scripted. Yeah, exactly. You're pro.
It's the same thing.
Okay. Same thing. Close up, angry looking.
How gangsta is that?
With the 06 calendar, Mick witnessed his ambitious vision come to fruition. But never satisfied, he began the 07. With his newfound knowledge and experience, Mick looked to expand production even further, whilst taking into account the problems he had encountered on the 06 calendar.
Props on land, they look good. You take them underwater and they're weird in terms of buoyancy. Like in the sofa, we wanted to take down the 4-hour lingerie shots. It was not heavy enough. So it is kept floating, coming up, and that happens with a lot of props. Now we are testing everything before the actual shoot and avoid problems like this. So if we put a string on you and a weight, we basically have you on strings.
Sort of weight her down by the waist.
Yeah.
And then you get the regulator.
I had to breathe out before I took the regulator off because I needed to have like a quarter of my lungs full.
It might take some time until you get comfortable.
Okay.
A little bit. Open up.
Arm, there you go.
Yep. Stalker is our floating production office, so we can actually, after the shoot, get the pictures on the disc immediately. We review them. The models always have a great time looking at, the results in, an hour's time, and that's very gratifying every day.
Mick is such a great guy. He's really nice, and he definitely provides for us very well. His yacht and the hotel accommodations, and with his staff especially, they're all really nice. Safety divers. He just makes sure that we all feel really safe and comfortable here. We have a couple signs that we had to learn to make sure we're okay or we need air. He'll explain to you what you need to do before you go underneath. It's good to be prepared.
Hi, Hi, I'm Rebecca. I'm from Australia. I'm the producer on this shoot and I was a model on the last shoot, so I've been promoted. And next to me is the surfboard that we used as a prop for our last Nautical Angel shoot. It was quite hard to sink as surfboards are meant to float, obviously, so we had to drill a lot of holes and weight it down with nylon to keep it underwater, but the shots looked fabulous, so it was all worthwhile. My average day as producer and model of the underwater fashion shoot is rising about 6 a.m. and having a quick shower, making sure everyone's at breakfast, everyone's fed and happy, getting all the girls on the bus and the rest of the crew, arriving here, going through the call sheet, organising everyone into makeup, hair, then eventually underwater and rotating that on an even basis, making sure everyone eats, making sure everyone has enough breaks. After we leave the boat, after the shoot's finished, my day definitely doesn't end. It's sort of halfway through. So we go home, have dinner, organise the models, make sure the crew's happy, fine-tune anything for the next day, and then we do our call sheets till about 11:30 at night. Then I have a shower and get the salt and the knots out of my hair. It's a long day.
In modern-day photography, manipulation is commonplace, but Mick is vigilant in his demand for real photos and keeps his use of modern-day post-production technologies down to a minimum.
I'm shooting with wide-angle lenses to minimize the distance between photographer and models. The image is what you see is what you get. We do the regular, normal adjustment of contrast and light. We compensate for the fisheye effect. We compensate for the colors that are different down below than on the ground. But you know, the image itself is not manipulated. Lenses, but you're underwater, and it's a big deal to change a lens. Same with settings in the camera. Often the housings don't provide you access to all the settings. It's just the basic functionality of the camera. So that's kind of sometimes frustrating, but overall I think it's a fun process, and you're actually up against all these obstacles, which makes it even more fun. Thing he has, yeah, that's the video. This ring thing is very sexy with, you know, all the, you know, floating, and you can move. And then I can just take some photos with you in the ring.
Okay.
I think we should do it deeper next time. Deeper next time. And you have seen it, so he did it exactly right.
The choice of using the ocean as a medium over pools gives Mick the chance not only to use marine interaction within his shoots, but also to create vast, elaborate setups due to the unlimited space.